Hey everyone, welcome to the show.
Great to be here.
So think about this. The world you know can just flip in an instant. What's normal becomes chaos, and suddenly you're face to face with uh, the really raw parts of being human.
That's a powerful way to put it, and it definitely sets the stage for what we're diving into today.
Exactly. We're talking about Tilt by Pattee.
Yep.
It's contemporary fiction, and it really throws you right into that kind of moment.
It really does. Tilt basically drops you into Portland, Oregon with Annie. She's pregnant, just doing a totally normal thing, buying a crib at IKEA.
Right, the most mundane setting.
The most mundane. And then, bam, this huge earthquake hits. The whole story unfolds right there from her perspective in the immediate aftermath.
So you're seeing the chaos, the loss, her desperate need to find her partner, Dom.
Exactly. It's very focused, very ground level. You're experiencing it with her, not just watching it happen.
Yeah, that's one of the things I absolutely love. The way Pattee captures the quake itself and like how it shatters everyday life.
Yeah.
It felt so visceral, that feeling of being in IKEA surrounded by flat pack furniture and then just utter chaos. You felt that confusion.
Definitely. And she does such a good job connecting that huge event to Annie's inner world. It's not just about the buildings falling down.
No, not at all.
It's about her fears about becoming a mother, her relationship stuff, things from her past bubbling up. It makes the whole disaster feel incredibly personal. Did that aspect stand out to you too?
Oh, absolutely. Staying so close to Annie, you feel the weight of everything she's going through physically and emotionally. It's intense.
Right.
But what also really hit home for me were these moments, these unexpected connections. Even in the middle of all that mess, you see people helping each other. Little sparks of humanity.
Yeah, those moments are crucial, aren't they? Like little points of light. It shows that even when everything's collapsing, that need for connection, for support, it's still there.
Totally. Her interactions with other survivors, even the brief ones, they really underscore that. Makes you think.
It does. How people react under that kind of extreme pressure.
Now, okay, if I had to mention something I maybe didn't love quite as much, and this is really just me.
Go on.
Sometimes Annie's internal thoughts, her inner monologue, it felt almost a bit much, like really intense.
Ah, okay. I see what you mean.
Because you're so deep inside her head, sometimes I felt like the wider picture, the scale of the disaster outside her immediate bubble, kind of faded a little. What's your take?
That's a fair point. I think it's kind of the trade-off the author makes,
Yeah.
By keeping that focus so tight on Annie, you get that incredible immediacy, that raw feeling. But, like you said, you maybe lose some of the breath, seeing how it's hitting everyone else right then.
Right, it's a narrative choice.
Exactly. A deliberate one, I think.
And sort of related maybe some of the other characters. They're important to Annie's journey, like Gretchen, Dom's colleague. I just found myself wishing we got a little more from them, a bit more development, maybe see their own experiences a bit more clearly.
Yeah, I can see that. Giving them more space could have painted a perhaps richer picture of the overall impact.
Right.
But again, keeping it focused on Annie really hammers home that feeling of individual struggle, that sort of primal need to find your people when disaster strikes. Her story becomes the emotional anchor.
Yeah, that makes sense. Overall, though, wow, Tilt is just, it's a really powerful book. Sticks with you.
Definitely.
I'd easily give it 4 out of 5 stars. It just nails how something catastrophic can strip everything away.
Yeah.
And show you what people are really made of, the vulnerability and the resilience.
Absolutely. It forces you to think, beyond just the physical damage. What happens to relationships, to your priorities, when the ground literally shifts beneath you?
Yeah, what really matters in that moment. So if this deep dive into Tilt sounds interesting, if you want to experience Annie's story yourself, we've put a link to buy the book on Amazon down in the description.
Definitely worth the read.
And hey, if you enjoyed this chat, please give us a like and subscribe. That way you won't miss our next deep dive.
We appreciate the support.
Seriously, thanks so much for joining us today. We'd really love to hear from you all. Was there a moment in our discussion today that particularly resonated?
Or maybe something from the book itself, if you've read it.
Yeah. Share your thoughts or favorite takeaways in the comments below. And feel free to share this discussion with anyone else who might be interested. Let's keep talking about Tilt and the themes it brings up.